Good morning, American people. Good morning, veterans. Good morning, targeted individuals. I made this video today is April the 23rd at approximately, let me get a time frame on this. It's approximately 7:06, but I had to make this video because I'm being attacked again. And my vital signs this morning was good. My pulse was good, 98% pulse ox. And they're attacking me with this satellite weapon to try to make me sick again. You have to understand, folks. I have a pending case in the U.S. Going to the U.S. Supreme Court, and they're trying to stop this case from going to fucking trial. They're trying to stop this case from going to the Supreme Court. And as a country, uh, we need to understand that there's a crime going on of satellite weapons and electronic harassment. Okay, it's a new crime, a new era that the politicians have invested their hard-earned money into this fucking weapons. L3 Harris, Raytheon, these corporations have built these fucking satellites, and the FBI, as a federal law enforcement agency that are supposed to police our country, are neglecting the American people. Okay. And the key source to look at this is you could go to www.targetedjustice.com. Dr. Robert Duncan from the ex-CIA, Dr. John Hall, right here from San Antonio, Texas, where I'm from here in Texas, have all preached about this satellite attacks with the President Barack Obama Presidential Committee called the Presidential Bioethics Committee back in back when he was president. Okay, we know the facts are there. Take a look at. We need to take a look at a couple things. Let's take a look at the 2001 Space Preservation Act. Okay, damn, I just woke up, man. Damn, I just woke up. Let's take a look at the 2001 Space Preservation Act. The Space Preservation Act was trying to be passed by the congressman from Ohio, Dennis Kucinich. Okay, he tried to pass the Space Preservation Act to protect the American people, not to fucking kill the American people. Okay, the government politicians up there created this fucking virus. Okay, so that way they can fucking continue to attack Americans on a scapegoat of the virus. Okay, and what does that do when you kill Americans with this virus? It increases what? It increases the stock market for fucking medical insurances. It increases the stock market for what? For medical supplies, in which the stock market is then manipulated by those politicians. They grab their money and run to the fucking, they hit to the hill. And the hill is full of fucking medical fucking suppliers, hospitals, insurance companies, okay? Medical insurance companies. So that way they can invest their money and manipulate the stock markets that way, all right? Secondly, you have people that are paying premiums on their health insurance that are being invested on, and their premiums are they're gonna go up after this fucking year. After this coronavirus is over, you're gonna be paying fucking substantial fucking premiums on this fucking pandemic. And no, it's not the fault of China. How do we know it's not the fault of China? Who do we pay millions of dollars to inform us of a pandemic crisis? Is it A, the WHO, World Health Organization? Is it B, President Barack Obama, or C, Dr. Fauci? I mean, let's start from the top. Who is responsible for informing the fucking president? The WHO is. Okay? They pay American dollars to this organization to inform the people of this fucking country. So yeah, it's okay for the fucking president to defund an organization like that. Your duty was to inform the American people, or inform fucking China, or inform Russia, or inform Germany, or inform Italy. Not to fucking sit there on a fucking pandemic virus and not tell anyone. Come on, man. Okay? So, I mean, it's obvious the signs are there, folks. And I call this the signs because, I mean, look at what's happening right now. Okay? We're 3 months in this fucking war with this fucking pandemic virus. Back in the days when they had measles and mumps and rubella and all this other bullshit, they didn't have fucking machines that could do in hospitals. When I worked in urgent care, I drew the blood from a patient. I put the blood in a fucking specimen, sent it off to the lab upstairs, and the pathologist ran it through the computer and gave a printout of all the fucking medicines that are susceptible, that are resistant to whatever you fucking have. This was fucking 20 years ago, folks. I mean, they didn't have fucking computers back in the days of declaring fucking the measles and the virus. We're way fucking beyond that scope. This was back in the 17 fucking hundreds when measles existed. We're in 2020. I mean, are you that fucking dumb? I mean, we have MIT, we have Harvard, we have, John Hopkins University. We have this big special research, and you can't come up with a fucking titer? A titer with an I mean, come on, man. I mean, these guys are hiding a fucking conspiracy, and it's those idiots up there that are killing American people, moving their money around the fucking stock market like the fucking monopoly board to see which fucking stock market increases and how I can fucking invest my money. It's a big fucking Ponzi scheme, folks. Now, I've been implanted since 1994. Okay, they're not going to stop this. They're not going to stop this crime unless Americans give in to being implanted, folks. But the fucking idiots are lawless. They create these fucking disasters when, for number one, you have an MRI machine, you have X-ray machines, you have CT machines. They're going to find these fucking implants, and you're going to get fucking sued. We revolve around a constitution to protect the American people. And if they don't fucking get a lesson, if they don't learn a lesson, then they're fucking idiots. Okay? A couple of things have transpired in history. If you remember back on the Tuskegee Airmen, the Air Force airmen that were injected with syphilis, they were sued. The guy was a fucking general. He just got promoted to a general by President Trump. They were sued. Ancient Orange in Vietnam, who was sued? Dow Chemicals, Diamond Shamrock. Diamond Shamrock closed their fucking doors down. Okay? If the government is idiotic and don't understand that experimenting on Americans is a crime, then they should close their fucking doors down. And I'm directing it right at you, Mr. FBI agent, because you're a police department of this fucking country. www.targetedjustice.com has given the FBI substantive evidence to investigate this crime, but they still hide behind the media, coercing the media to make up fucking stories and hiding this fucking crime. Okay? And that's a crime itself, folks. It's aiding and abetting a fucking crime. Okay? So, what they're doing, folks, what they're doing is basically they're trying to delay this fucking case from going to the Supreme Court. Okay? The district court says, no, we're not going to hear the case. Fuck you. You're insane. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals says, no, we're not going to hear it. We agree with the district court. And now it's going to the Supreme Court to be heard. But, I've got a couple of things going. I'm waiting for a check on my house that was destroyed by the government. They moved it onto the fucking street. They shifted my house in 4 months and 4 years of bringing a brand new home. $63,000 in damages. How do you get $63,000 in damages on a new home that was built on a new fucking slab that way and that quick? It's the fucking HAARP. HAARP. Okay? Not the fucking retirement, not the retirement program, but HAARP, the fucking weapon. Okay? Secondly, we have satellite weapons. How do we know that? Like I said, Dr. Robert Duncan, the ex-CIA operative who blew the whistle. He's got a book called Taming the Demon, Project Soul Catcher. Dr. John Hall, his book called A New Breed of Satellite Terrorism, The Guinea Pig. These are signs, folks. Signs, folks. That this world, this country, our country, is abusing American people. Okay, so I have to just give you that information. I have to give you the information, folks, because that's evidence. Okay, that is evidence for you to use. And here's the thing, folks. I've been implanted since 1994. In 2000, I came to the District Courts of San Antonio, Texas, to file a lawsuit to stop all this. Okay, and the federal judge at the time was Judge Edward Prado. He had a duty as a judge to stop the fucking crime. Okay, he didn't do it. What happened? Stop. Don't hear the case. Throw it out the courts, and we're going to move you to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. During that time, folks, from 2000 when I filed a lawsuit, I kept on seeking justice. Why do you have me implanted? Why are you stalking me? Why are you torturing me? For so many fucking years, folks. And as I was gathering this information, he got promoted. Edward Prado got promoted to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. And as I was gathering information, coming the year 2018, he got moved from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals because they knew I was coming. They knew I was going to file a fucking civil case and lead the fucking charge. Okay? And so what happens to Judge Prado? He gets moved to the ambassador of fucking, of some fucking foreign country. You know, come on, man. He gets moved from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. You know, it's just kind of a conspiracy theory to save a crime, folks, because they're trying to implant and track you so they can make you like me, so they can read your mind, track you, and fucking torture you. Okay? It's a crime, folks. And if we don't give in to implanting, you're going to see more terrorism in this country. Okay? They create disasters up there. No, it's not God. It's an act of a fucking devil trying to do God's job. Okay? You know, like I said, and if you're trying to think I'm nuts, I'm not nuts, folks. This is because this has been going on for so many years, folks, that we haven't waken up yet. Okay? And if you want to look at history, look at the making of a satellite. It began since the 1950s, folks. Since the 1950s to this decade, 2020, I mean, what do you think they've done to these satellites? They put cameras on there. They put gun turrets on there. They put direct energy weapons on there. I mean, they've made these weapons sophisticated, folks. To breach the barrier of your privacy, your home, your car, your job site, to attack you, to coerce you to act other than normal, to coerce you to become sick, to coerce you to pay medical insurance, to coerce you to cause duress, D-U-R-E-S-S. Okay? Now, they're trying to shut this down and trying to dig up some bones that I may know something or somebody to cover up this conspiracy. They're trying to get something on me so they can shut this thing down. You know? But the facts are the facts, folks. They didn't have probable cause. They didn't have my consent. And they didn't have a federal judge's court order to illegally spy on me during the time of war, during the Gulf War, back in 1993, folks. That's the problem here. And it's called espionage. Okay, look at the Espionage Act of 1917. Okay, look at the illegal eavesdropping laws under the federal laws. Look at the civil rights laws, deprivation of civil rights. Okay, I've went to congressmen, folks. And if you tell a congressman not to investigate a case, you're depriving him of the right to investigate a civil rights case. And that's the bottom line, folks. They're trying to cover up a conspiracy by attacking us and killing us with a satellite. And that's the hard facts. And I've given you evidence. Okay? Now, here's my theory, folks. Because they're trying to stop the case, because they're trying to stop payment towards me so I don't file this case, they are gathering... They're gathering a committee at night, okay, which is illegal. You're gathering a federal committee in Washington, D.C., watching me via satellite, reading my mind, and gathering information to use against me, which is a crime. Okay? You cannot do that. That's a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights, search and seizure. It's a violation of my constitutional rights, treason and torture. You're torturing me, manipulating my mind, with a weapon of mass destruction, a weapon used for war. It's treason. Okay? Those are federal crimes, folks. You cannot gather and get information from my mind and use that against me. And that's what they're doing, folks. Okay? They are using the information that I'm broadcasting in a committee, which is what? Fruit from the poisonous tree. You can't gather information and use that against me, folks. It's against the fucking law. Okay? So, for whatever reason they're gathering and reading my mind and playing the mind game and the color game and the object game, you know, it's almost like a fucking pinwheel of colors, you know. Oh, we got red, yellow, purple, green, brown, stripe, coded, brown, you know, whatever the case is, folks. Whatever my mind's producing, you know, they're using that information against me and they're trying to close this case down with something. Okay? Since 1994, folks. 1994, they've been illegally spying on me during the Gulf War. And now they had a legal duty in 1998 to remove the fucking implant, to quit spying on me, and they didn't. This is why we are here. This is why it's going to the Supreme Court. But I want you to focus on that. They want to make you like me. They want to implant and track you. And you decide on your own self. Thank you.